As an economist, I have spent the last decade of my life immersing myself in the field of finance and money through personal research. And I have learned that one of the best skills you can learn is how to handle your finances, recognizing your bad money habits and breaking loose from them. Well, if you are meeting up for the first time, my name is Larry and you are most welcome. And to all our subscribers, thank you for always coming to see what we've got to offer. In this video today, I'm going to share with us 6 most common bad money habits that holds people back and some tips on how to break loose from them. Of course, number 1 is paying yourself last. I first heard of this word in the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad, written by Robert Kiyosaki, and it's one of the blueprints in achieving financial freedom. Now, Robert explained that the way people pay their bills can be broken down in 2 ways: the rich people's habit and the poor people's habit. The poor people's habit is the habit that pay themselves last. That is, each time they receive their paycheck, they start paying bills. They pay house rent, they pay electricity bills, they pay phone bills, they pay all kinds of bills and plan to save what is left after payment of those bills. And in most cases, you will see that after paying those bills, there is nothing left to save. And that's a very bad money habit, and it's poor people's money habit. Now, the other way is the rich people's habit, and it's completely opposite of this first one. That is paying yourself first. Meaning, the very minute you receive your paycheck, you treat it as payment of bill, as urgent as payment of bill. You pay yourself first. And it is recommended that you take at least 10% into your direct savings account before you start paying every other form of bills. That is paying yourself first. When you start paying bills before you pay yourself first, you are enriching others. But when you pay yourself first, you are enriching yourself. This is so important because it will help to guarantee that a portion of your income is safe and cannot slip up through your hand. Majority will think my income is small. If I save 10%, there won't be enough left for me to spend. The reality is that expenses is a function of income. If you do not adopt this rich people financial habit, even when your income grows, that habit of spending and paying bills without remembering to pay yourself will continue. So even if your income is small, when you pay yourself first, you will see that your subconscious mind will structure out a way to spend what is left, and it will be enough for you to spend all through the month. So the key here is to adopt the rich people's habit, that is paying yourself first before payment of any other bill. And if you adopt this habit, it's a rich people's habit and it's going to transform your financial state. Number 2 bad money habit is being comfortable with bad debt. It seems these days that debt is the new norm. People use debt to buy even the smallest of things, such as buying clothes, debt, buying phone, debt. I have a new strategy that I use. If I cannot afford to pay that and outrightly, I don't use any form of debt to buy them. Now, being comfortable with bad debt is another financial habit. If you don't understand how the rich use debt, don't go into debt for any reason. The rich only use debt to acquire assets that will generate more profit than the interest they're going to pay. Once you get yourself involved in bad debt, that is debt that incurs high interest rates. Once you get yourself involved in such, it's a very heavy financial setback, and it's a bad money habit that can bring anybody down anytime, any day. So at all costs, avoid debt. Number 3 bad money habit that holds people back is not having a stockpile. Now, this point is similar to the very first point, that is paying yourself first. But this essentially talks about having enough saving as a safety net that could cover your spending for a period of at least 3 to 6 months. Now, when you are able to build this safety net, when you are able to build this kind of buffer, it will give you peace of mind because it will help you to handle some unforeseen contingencies. But if you see that you have saved up enough, now you can, from the saving, take some part and do some investment. So having a stockpile is a financial habit of the rich. Now, if you are not adopting the first strategy of saving up to 10%, how do you build up this stockpile? That is why they both connect to each other. Before you can have a stockpile, you must have understand the first strategy of the rich, that is paying themselves first. When you pay yourself first, you will have enough saving that can help you to build a safety net, which when the saving has grown to a reasonable extent, you can easily take from there and do any investment of your choice based on your investment strategy. Number 4 is not knowing your income or expenses. The reality is that if you don't know your starting point, how will you know your destination? Now, there's something called lifestyle inflation. That is, your expense increases as soon as your income increases. Once your income increases, you start buying new houses, you start buying bigger houses, you start buying nicer cars, you start hosting more luxury party. Now, the more money you make, the more money you spend. And it's crazy how normal this is, but you have to know that it's a financial disaster. One good habit with the rich is that they know their income and expenses. Even when they have increased income, they try to maintain the particular level. They don't just increase their expenses because a new money just came in. The rich don't do that. So you have to know your income, know your expenses, and have the habit of maintaining a level when new income comes. Because if you push yourself into a state of not knowing how much to spend, even when new money comes, you start spending lavishly because money don't come now. No, that's not the habit of the rich. If you are able to know your income and expenses, you know when new income come in and you know how to curtail your spending even when new money comes. It's a habit of the rich. So you have to know your income, you have to know your expenses, because people who know exactly where they are financially, they know their assets, they know their liabilities. They know how to control new inflows that come. So it's a habit of the rich and you want to adopt it. Number 5 bad money habit that holds people back is focusing purely on savings. Now, you can improve your financial position by personally saving more of your existing income or making more money by creating additional or multiple streams of income. But the ideal combination is the mixture of both. Now, if you are making more money and spending more money, you can't be rich. But if you also focus on saving, you can also be rich, because saving have a ceiling, you have a resistance level, because saving is a function of the income you are receiving. So the combination of saving and creating a multiple streams of income is the right way to grow wealth. No one can actually create wealth by focusing purely on saving, because you can't save your way to wealth. Now, to truly create more money, you have to consider both sides of the equation. That is, by saving a larger percentage of your income and by creating additional stream of income. That's the only way anyone can create wealth. This is because the saving money side have a cap, whereas the making money side is unlimited. It has an unlimited side. So you want to break the bad money habit of thinking that focusing purely on saving will help you to massively increase your wealth. Now, lastly, number 6 bad money habit you want to break free from is waiting for too long to start investing when you start having savings. Now, we talk about the stockpile. That is saving 10% of your income at least as soon as your income comes in. Now, when you have saved enough, now the next thing you want to do is to start investing your money as quickly as possible so that your money can start working for you. The habit of the rich is that they always have their money work for them. It won't be a wise idea that you leave all your saving in one savings account. Inflation is going to eat it up. So the habit of the rich is that when they have saved enough, for example, your plan is to save that 3 to 6 months as a safety net. Once you see that what you have exceeded your plan, that of the safety net you want to build, what you want to do is to invest the excess. You invest so that those money can start working for you. So these are the 6 bad money habits that holds people back, and these are some of the tips on how to break loose from them. Adopt the habit of the rich and drop the habit of the poor, and you will see how it's going to transform your financial state. Thank you for watching. In case you have not subscribed to our channel, please do well and give us a thumbs up. Thank you, and hope to see you in our next video.